Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we're gonna talk about a couple of really interesting bodybuilding topics. The first thing we got is the next show, this next weekend, California Pro, and I'm showing you a photo, the most recent photo of Regan Grimes, who is definitely the favorite to win this show, but is he actually going to win it? I'm sure you guys already saw the lineup for this show. It's actually looking pretty good. So we got, once again, Regan Grimes. Then we also have Sas Hirati. He's doing this show as well. That's right. Patrick Moore is doing it. I had no idea he was doing this show. He wasn't really posting a lot lately. Florian Poisson as well. Bruno Santos and Leandro Perez. So it's actually a pretty decent lineup. This top 6 is actually going to be very competitive, and to be honest, I don't know exactly who is going to win. So like I said, Patrick Moore did not post anything, but just now I'm seeing this post he made 5 weeks ago. He posted a photo of himself winning the California Pro. Yeah, he won it 1 year. I'm not sure exactly which one. I think 2 or 3 years ago. And he says, I'm coming back for it. Is he going to win it this year? No, I don't see that happening unless he shows something new, something crazy. But lately, it's been all disappointments from Patrick Moore. Like, that 1 year he took the top 10 spot at the Mr. Olympia, and since then we all kind of had pretty high expectations from him, but he's usually either not in shape or too small. So I don't expect much from him on this show as well. Florian Poisson, I think this guy had pretty good aesthetics, and I think that's why he became pretty popular. But I think he first was doing open bodybuilding, and he went to classic physique, and then he came back to open bodybuilding. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the way it went. So I don't know what to expect from him. Is he going to be too small? Is he going to be big enough for open bodybuilding now? I mean, I can see him in the top 6, but like winning the show, nah. Now, the guy that might surprise and actually do really well at this show is Bruno Santos. And it's been a while since we saw this guy on stage, but he's actually very good. He's very good, and as you can see right here, right now, he's in solid shape. I have this guy in my top 3 at this show. Can I see him winning this show? I mean, probably not, but I don't see why not either. I want to see him compared to Regan, to the other top guys. But he actually has the tools, he has the potential to win the show. And here is his latest update. Not really an update, but you can get the idea of what his conditioning is like right now at 3 days out of California Pro. And, you know, it looks like he's in good shape, in good condition. So with his size and shape and conditioning, which seems he's bringing, he can definitely be one of the top guys at this show. Now, as far as Sas Hirati, if this guy brings the conditioning he brought to FIBO, I have him winning. I definitely can see this guy win. I don't know if he's going to do that though. Is his body too tired? Is he going to be able to actually bring this kind of conditioning and peak? Because he missed it badly for the New York Pro, and that's why he was out of that top 4. I think he could have placed higher if he was in this kind of condition. I think he actually pushed William Bonac pretty good at Detroit Pro, and at FIBO he actually pushed Andrew Jack. He almost beat him. So if he is peeled, if he is shredded, if he is dry, I definitely have him winning, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that because he missed it badly again for New York, and I think he played a size game. He knew Nick was coming, he knew Derek was going to be there. All these guys are, you know, short, his height, but just bigger, so I guess he tried to be fuller for that show, and it backfired. It didn't look good. And I'm honestly hoping, I really hope that this did not happen because his body's simply tired. He did Detroit Pro, he also did FIBO, he did New York, and now his 4th show is going to be California Pro. He is set to actually get that Olympic qualification. He can do it. He definitely needs to be up there. Again, he pushed William Bonac pretty badly, and he almost beat Andrew Jack. Yeah, Andrew, that wasn't exactly on, but still, that's Andrew Jack. He's like top 5 bodybuilder in the world, so Sal should be up there, but if he doesn't nail the conditioning for the California Pro, he's not going to win it. We'll see how well will he do. And as far as Leandro, I do see this guy also potentially in the top 3 or even top 2, depending on what kind of shape he brings, what kind of conditioning the other guys bring, but he has all the tools to potentially even win the show. I mean, He also pushed Krizo very good at the Pittsburgh Pro. I actually had him winning over Krizo because he was more professional, he had a better tan, and he showed up on time for finals. I thought he was placing above Krizo, but he was a little bit smaller, and not as conditioned, I would say. So I definitely see why Krizo beating Krizo is a better bodybuilder, but this guy pushed him. So if he pushed Krizo and Krizo beat Regan and Regan beat Sass, why can't this guy win the New York Pro? I mean, we'll see how well is he going to be able to peak for this show. Is his conditioning going to be a little bit improved, which it needs to be? And also, if he nails the peak and he improves conditioning, and if his posing is also improved, yeah, sure, I can see him winning the show. But I'm pretty sure this guy is going to be in that top 3 with Regan and Sas Hirati. If Sas fails with conditioning again, then maybe Bruno Santos can enter the top 3. But right now I would say Regan, Sas and Leonardo. Now, since I already mentioned Krizo, he is actually not doing California Pro. That was his goal originally. He planned on doing New York Pro and then California Pro and I think Toronto Pro as well. But he decided to do the Pittsburgh first because he was in shape early, and then he decided to not continue after New York Pro. I don't know why. Basically what he says here, and somebody translated this for me, I'm not sure exactly what he's saying, but from what I'm told, he decided not to continue competing because his goal was simply to get back to competing, and he did that pretty successfully. And his next show is going to be the Prague Pro, which is a qualifier for the next year's Mr. Olympia 2026. So yeah, it seems like we won't see Krizo at a Mr. Olympia this year. Maybe he changes his mind and does another European show sometime soon, but that's what I heard, that's what I know right now. He's going back home and he's discontinuing his competitive season here. And now back to Regan Grimes. Like I said, based on the New York Pro results, he is obviously the favorite to win the New York. But like I said, Sas Hirati missed his conditioning for that show badly, and we know he was in shape a couple of weeks ago, so it was probably just a peak week mistake. Sas can fix that. If he does, I do think he's a better bodybuilder than Regan, and if he doesn't and Regan improves a little bit, then I think Regan is going to win. I think he is the favorite to win this show, and I think also, if you talk about what is the smartest move for the bodybuilding as business, for the IFBB, Regan has an advantage because of his popularity, so there is that as well. But if he doesn't deserve it, and it's clear, he's not going to win it. As far as Regan and his improvements, once again, I already talked about that, but from what I heard from you guys, a lot of you don't agree with me. A lot of people actually think that he's basically the same, and I will stick with what I said. I think he is better. I don't think Regan ever had this kind of a X frame that he has right now, and I don't think he was ever in this kind of condition as well. I think his bicep peaks are improved, and maybe he lost some fullness in the legs, but he brought the separation that he never had before. Somebody sent me this photo of Regan from when he did the Arnold Classic, I think 2 years ago, and here his legs kind of do look fuller. And yeah, I'll admit that, I can see that, but they are not as conditioned. And as far as his upper body, I think he's just bigger, through the arms and shoulders and just the overall width, and from behind this year he was way more conditioned than ever before. His glutes and hamstrings were really detailed, really dry, so I think he improved, but not a lot. I'm not saying he improved a ton. And I've been calling out Regan for that the entire year, basically. And that's the way it seemed in the Progress Physique updates, and that's the way it seems now. He didn't make a ton of progress. I mean, most bodybuilders would make a lot more progress in those 2 years. So it's definitely not a huge change. Not what Nick Walker did in last year, for example. No. But I still think he did get a little bit better, size-wise, not too much, but conditioning is definitely improved with basically the same size that he had back when he was less conditioned. So I think he's a little bit better still, and that's most likely, very likely going to be enough to win the the California Pro, but again, I think it all depends on what Sas Hirati brings. And also Leonardo. If Leonardo comes a little bit better, he's gonna push Regan as well. So it's a very interesting show. Like, it's not exactly all super big names like Pittsburgh or Arnold Classic, but it's exciting because we have no idea who is going to win. I mean, New York Pro was a great show. It was a great lineup, but we all knew it's an easy win for Nick, so it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. I think this show is gonna be more interesting than New York Pro. So guys, stay tuned for the best coverage of the California Pro. Stay tuned and subscribe to this channel. Alright, now let's talk about the next show that is coming up in 5 weeks from now, and that's Dubai Pro, and here we got the favorite to win it again. Behrouz Tabani won the Dubai Pro last year and he's prepping for it again, and to be honest, I'm looking at this guy's physique and I'm like, this is one of the best physiques in the world right now. Let's take a look. So, I don't know if this guy is going to be able to get to the Mr. Olympia to the US, but if he does, I don't see why he wouldn't be in that first call out, because what he has is absolutely amazing. Not only he has a lot of size and great quality of the muscle, like that dry skin, that plastic look, but he also has great freaking aesthetics, right? Small waist, perfect looking midsection. Look at the details. Look at the size of the waist. Look at the flow of the physique, the V-taper, the X-frame. I mean, I don't know about the X-frame, his legs do need to come up a bit, but still, like last year they were improved enough and they were really good, so if he improved them a little bit more, which we cannot see here, but if he did, and I'm sure he did, like, this guy is as good as those top 4 guys. I can see him go against Samson, Nick Walker, Martin Fitzwater, Derek and Hardy. Why not? Why not? I mean, I don't know that yet. I need to see him compared to those guys. But yeah, I think he's that good. And if he's not, he's going to be in a couple of years, in a year or two, if he needs to put on some more size. I mean, that could be the only issue, right? I mean, he has the proportions, he has the shape, he has the symmetry, he has the lines. He has the conditioning, the quality of the muscle, the separation everywhere. He has the hard look. He has everything, all the tools. He's a phenomenal freaking bodybuilder, one of the best in the world. But I don't know if you're going to see him on that stage. I mean, that would suck bad if he misses it again. I know it's difficult, and maybe something is going to be different this year because, things change politically in the US. So we'll see, but I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. But I wish we saw this guy on that Mr. Olympia stage. As far as Dubai Pro, I'm not sure exactly who else is doing it. Are any big names entering it? I heard Martin Fitzwater is doing it. So if he does the show and if he's really on, then I don't know if Behrouz is going to win it. But if he does beat Martin, where does that put him? And that puts him in the top 5 at Mr. Olympia probably. And I think that's where he's at. Like him and Martin and Andrew Jack. That's a good call out, those 3 guys. And then, who's to say that any of those 3 guys can't beat the top 4 guys? I mean, I'm putting Nick Walker in the top 4 mix, even though he wasn't exactly in the top 4 last year at the Mr. Olympia, but we all know he's there. If he's not winning the Mr. Olympia or placing in the top 2, top 3, he is top 4 at least. But again, Behrouz Tabani, definitely one of the best in the world. And like I said, he's most likely defending the Dubai Pro title, but if Martin shows up, I don't know who's going to win, but that's going to tell us where Behrouz Tabani actually is at a Mr. Olympia. We see him compared to 4th Mr. Olympia finisher from last year, Martin Fitzwater. So Dubai Pro is going to be exciting. Behrouz looks amazing at 5 weeks out. It's going to be a great show for sure. You guys tell me, what do you think down below? And the last thing we got is something very, very interesting. It is an update from Larry Wheels. And you guys know my opinion on this. I absolutely do believe very firmly that he did not deserve that pro card. That the other guy that was second in the overall was robbed. I don't think you can win a pro card in classic physique with this huge discrepancy, this horrible asymmetry with your legs being so small and your upper body so big, especially if there are other bodybuilders who are more complete than you. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it the way it is. I'm actually happy that he won the pro card because next year You're gonna see something very interesting on that stage. The next show Larry Wheels does is going to be the same show that Sam Sulek is doing. Let me play this for you.
My goals moving forward will be to compete with Sam Sulek, potentially head-to-head next spring in the Classic Physique Pro division, and begin my off-season as soon as tomorrow, which means I will be Larry Meals again, bulking hard AF, trying to get these legs just a bit thicker, especially the calves, but from the hips down, it all can use lots of improvement, and just see what I'm capable of when I commit 100% to bodybuilding. This past year has been the worst training year of my life because I was focusing primarily on business.
All right. It wasn't just talk. Larry Wheels didn't just tag Sam Sulek on his post when he won the show. It wasn't just for fun. He's actually going to do the same show Sam Sulek does. I mean, the only way this won't happen is if Sam Sulek doesn't want to reveal which show he's planning on doing. But why would he do that? To hide from Larry? No. If Larry asks him, I think he's going to tell him. So they're both going to prep for the same show, and that's going to be really good. That's going to be really exciting. A clash of influencers. Well, I shouldn't call Larry Wheels an influencer. I mean, the guy is a champion powerlifter. Now he's even an IBB pro. But I mean, Sam Sulek is also an IBB pro. I mean, they are influencers for sure, but there are other things as well. It doesn't matter. I think this is going to be very exciting because they're so popular. And yeah, like Larry says, he's planning on focusing on the off-season. And basically, he says his last year of training was probably the worst year of training of his life, because he was focused on bodybuilding and creating content, and he wasn't really focused on training, and he still ended up winning a pro card. I mean, that tells you something. So now if he actually starts working on improving his physique, if he actually works on bringing those legs up, and he works harder and longer on bringing really good conditioning, which, you know, it wasn't great at his show, it was decent, but like he still had something, fat or water in the glutes and in the lower back and hamstrings. Like that area is the last area where you get shredded at, so he needs to work on that. He needs to get more condition, and also he now has more room to make the weight in the IBB Pro League, and hopefully all that weight is gonna go to the legs, and you know, he's gonna lose some weight when he cuts down as well to get the conditioning to be perfect. And we're gonna see him compared to Sam Sulek on that stage. Are these guys going to be in the same call out? Are we gonna actually see them compared? I think they are very close. Yeah, I think that's very realistic. We'll see which show they're actually gonna do. If it's a show with like 50 competitors, then we probably won't. Maybe we won't get to see them compare. Maybe the judges actually decide to compare them just for fun. I hope that's gonna happen. But you guys tell me down below, who's gonna win this, Larry Wheels or Sam Sulek in Classic Physique IBB Pro? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, about Larry Wheels or about California Pro or about Behrouz Tabani, make sure to leave your comment down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and for more content like this, guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best. Bye bye.